Sometimes it's not the promotion, the new job, or even the dream opportunity that changes your life. It's the diagnosis, the surgery, or the health scare. In today's episode of This Woman Can, I'm sharing how health challenges, while scary, can actually become powerful catalysts for reinvention. So stick around. You may just start looking at your own story differently. You're listening to This Woman Can. I'm your host, Janice Sutherland, where I help mature professional Black women take charge of their careers and lives to create a future on their terms. Hey, and welcome back to This Woman Can, the podcast where we celebrate women navigating midlife transitions, rediscovering themselves, and rewriting the rules of what life after 50 looks like. I'm your host, Janice Sutherland, career strategist, mature Black woman. And today we're talking about something very, very real. Health challenges. Now, I don't know a woman over 50 who doesn't have at least one story about her health. Sometimes it's a wake-up call, sometimes it feels like it's a complete derailment, and sometimes it's just a little nudge. But what if, instead of a limitation, your health challenge could be a launch pad? And that's what we're exploring in today's episode. Now, this episode really was, I suppose, inspired by my conversation with Lady Abike Farley, which is the last episode. So if you haven't listened to it, obviously do so after this. And it's when she talked about her recovery after a brain aneurysm. And it's not funny, but when we think about things that change our lives, we usually imagine the good stuff, a big promotion, finding love, a dream opportunity that lands in our lap. But sometimes it's not the shiny things that wake us up or shake us up, it's the scary ones. A diagnosis, a surgery, a health scare that comes out of nowhere and really forces you to hit pause. Now, I don't know about you, but when I hit 50, my body decided it had opinions. And they weren't always kind. Things like things I could ignore in my 30s suddenly demanded attention. And I'd seen this happen over and over with the women I coach. Health becomes a mirror reflecting back the truth about how we've been living. And the thing is, while health challenges can feel like limitations, they can actually be a catalyst, a turning point, a wake up call to reinvent how we live, work, and love ourselves. Now, Lady Abike Farley's story is such a powerful example. After a successful Wall Street career, as I said, she suffered a brain aneurysm. Now, most people would have said, that's it, game over, I'm done. But instead, she used that moment as the beginning of her transformation. And she said something that stuck with me. Nothing is by happenstance. And that's such a powerful reframe. So instead of asking, why me? She asked, what is this moment showing me? And that's such a powerful question to ask yourself when you're faced with these challenges. So here's a question for you. If you've ever faced a health challenge, doesn't matter what the size, large, small, it doesn't matter. What might it be showing you? Maybe it's asking you to slow down. Maybe it's just that little warning shot. Maybe it's pointing you towards something new. Maybe it's simply reminding you that your body deserves care and attention too. So let's get practical because I love to give you tools you can use straight away. There are three simple practices that you can use to help you shift your perspective. The first one, if you like journaling, is a journal prompt. So ask yourself, what has this health challenge forced me to stop, start, or change? You'll be amazed at what comes out when you sit down with that question. Secondly, micro steps. If your body is asking for rest, listen carefully. If it's asking for nourishment, adjust. Change doesn't have to be dramatic. It's about small, consistent steps that honor your health. And then three, there's a perspective shift. Instead of labeling your body as failing, try thanking it for communicating. Every ache, every symptom, it's data, not defeat. It's telling you something. And one more thing Lady Farley reminded us of is that community matters. After her aneurysm, she leaned on her network of women even more than before. And you know what? That's something we sometimes resist. We're used to being the strong one, the one that others lean on. But resilience doesn't mean going it alone. It means knowing when to lean in, when to ask for help, when to let someone else show up or hold you up for once. So if you're navigating health challenges right now, I want you to ask yourself, who's in my corner? Who can I lean on? Do this alone. You weren't meant to. And here's what I want you to remember. Health challenges don't define who you are, don't define you, but they can refine you. They have a sneaky way of pushing us to slow down, reflect, and discover new paths. So if today's episode spoke to you, I would love for you to share it with another woman who might need this reminder. And if you're ready to take the next step in shaping your fearless future, check out my self-paced program, 50 Forward Fearless Future. It's packed with tools and strategies to help you navigate midlife transitions with confidence. The link is in the show notes. So, as always, remember until next time, if I can, you can, this woman can, and so can you. Take care until next time. Thanks for listening. If you got something from this week's episode, please let me know. Better yet, share it with your friends, colleagues, and anyone you know who can benefit from this message. Don't forget to subscribe or write a review and connect with me at my website, janicesutherland.com, where you can also subscribe to the This Woman Can newsletter or connect with me on LinkedIn. Remember, you have the wisdom, resilience, authenticity, and power to create a life on your terms. And if I can, you can, this woman can. Take care until next time.